Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
All right. Well, my name's Amber Riley, and I work for Arkansas Federal Credit Union as the Special Assets Manager. And I'm here to talk to you about why AFCU is the place to start your career. So, I know most of you have been in school now for about 17 plus years. So, the daunting question is, what do I do now? I've been in school, now I have to get a career. Maybe a little scary for you. So, I'm telling you that AFCU is here to make it fun. I'm sure that most of us would rather travel the world or go out and do something fun for a living, but I can assure you that there's nothing in the world that's going to pay your bills besides your career. Sadly, I have yet to been able to find anything such as a money tree, a pot of gold, or even a magic genie that's going to give us the money to do that. Since those things don't exist, it's important to start your career at a place that you enjoy and that you share the same values and that you enjoy coming to work each day. When we're done today, I'm going to give you all the reasons and benefits as to why you should start your career here at Arkansas Federal Credit Union. I've been employed with Arkansas Federal for just over 9 years. I was hired to do a special project, and before that project was complete, I was given another opportunity to move forward and do something else. And that's just one of the many different positions that I've held and the opportunities I've been given to grow and advance over the last 9 years. So, I'd like to start out by giving you the objectives that we're going to talk about today. So, I want to start by the differences between banks and credit unions. I'm sure that when you hear credit union, you may think they do the exact same thing that a bank does. You can deposit money, have a credit card, maybe a loan. There are many differences, and I want to talk about those today. I also want to give you some history on the credit union itself, where it was founded and how long that we've been an organization. Most importantly, our mission, vision, and values. I want to talk about those. Pay and benefits. Everybody wants to talk about money, so we'll talk a little bit about that. Growth and opportunities here at the credit union, as well as the community involvement. So let's get started with the differences between banks and credit unions. So banks depositors are called customers, which is pretty standard in the industry. You go to Walmart, you're a customer. Go to the mall, you're a customer. Those customers don't have any ownership interest in the bank at all. Banks are owned and controlled by stockholders, whose number of votes depend on the number of shares owned. Customers don't have voting rights when it comes to banks. Banks' board members are paid and do not necessarily reflect the diversity of their customer base. And banks are open to the public, so anybody can walk in and open a bank account, no questions asked. And banks are for-profit organizations with declared earnings paid to stockholders only. So, some major differences we have with the credit union is our credit union depositors are called members, which is hard to get used to at first because you're used to hearing the word customer. Each member is an owner in the credit union, which is very different from a bank. Since credit union members are owners, regardless of how much money they have on deposit, they get one vote towards electing a board member. And a really big difference is they can also run to be elected to hold a seat on our board. Credit union's board is comprised of volunteers who reflect diversity among the membership. We're local. Credit unions are local and organized to serve the interest of the membership, and we're not-for-profit financial cooperatives. So all of our earnings are paid back to our members in the form of lower interest rates and higher dividends. So some really big differences there between banks and credit unions. So a little bit of history about Arkansas Federal. So Arkansas Federal started as Little Rock Air Force Base Federal Credit Union back in 1956. It was started by 7 airmen, and the office was held in the barracks and in a single little room, and the total assets at the end of the first month was only $579. So it started out very, very small. Continued to grow and expand, and eventually the state of Arkansas employees were allowed to become members of the credit union. And once those changes were made, Little Rock Air Force Base Federal Credit Union, the name didn't really seem to fit anymore, so our board decided to change the name in '91, and we became Arkansas Federal Credit Union. So, our mission, vision, and values. So these are the things that we pride ourselves in every day, and our employees, they exhibit these when they go out into the community. So we've recently had some new vision and direction with a new CEO, and some of those things I would like to share with you are, we like to make people's dreams come true, and that may mean very different things to everybody, but that's what we're here for, to show passionate and sincere concern for others. So that would be our members and our fellow team members. To make a difference in the lives of our team. We're here with each other 8 hours a day, so we want to make a difference for each other. Make a difference in our communities. A lot of community involvement programs going on, and we can get back out there and be the voice in our community. And then make a difference in the lives of our members. Help them in any way they can, because we never know what kind of struggles that they're going through. And then make a lives in the difference of our business partners. We recently have started our commercial lending area, so not only do we have members, now we have business partners. And so that's going to be play a big role going forward. Be the difference. That's our big slogan. We want to be the difference in everything that we do. We want to think differently. Think outside the box. Come up with new and different ideas that may make the credit union a better place to work. Strive for perfection and settle for excellence. So that may sound a little frightening because nobody's perfect, but if we can shoot for that, then we'll certainly come out ahead and we'll be excellent. Value diverse opinions and ideas. So the credit union is very open to the ideas of its employees and making changes so that things can be better for everybody. Do what we say we're going to do. So we never promise anything that we can't deliver on. So if we say we're going to do it, then we follow through with that for our members and our team members. And always do the right thing. Challenge the status quo. So maybe we've done something for a certain way for a many number of years. That doesn't mean that's the best way. We can change that. We can do something different. One team moving in one direction. We're a big group of people, but if we move in the same direction, we will be successful. And act like an owner. So take ownership for what you do on a daily basis and help that so that the credit union can be successful. All right, so everybody's favorite topic, pay and benefits. So we offer a wide range of benefits here at the credit union. A great pay scale that's comparable out there in the marketplace. Medical, dental, and vision for the employee and the family. A 401k program, as well as a defined benefits program. Short and long-term disability. Life insurance. A health savings account. We currently do flex time, so that kind of gives the employee some benefits if things are slow in your department and maybe you need to go to a doctor's appointment. As long as you get 32 hours, then you can be considered flex time. We have a gym at our headquarters location. We also have wellness incentives. So say you go get a flu shot this year. I mean, you're trying to keep yourself healthy. So at the end of the year, you may get paid an incentive for that. Maybe that's $25, and there are several different incentives that go along with the wellness program. Up to 4 hours per month of paid time for community service activities. So if you go serve food, at a shelter, we can pay you for that up to 4 hours per month. We have anniversary recognition, birthday recognition, and everybody's favorite, paid time off. So growth and opportunities, you may think, well, what can I do if I start out at the bottom? Well, I'm going to tell you that when I started in 2006, Arkansas Federal was roughly $500 million in assets. At the end of the year, 2014, we had reached $1 billion in assets. So with that growth, obviously comes a lot of opportunities. Of new positions, that would be the main thing that has been created. I'm seeing several different entire departments be created since I started at the credit union. We have leadership classes that the employees can take part in. lunch and learns. There's also not only department but organizational projects, so you can interact with other employees and be involved in different things that are going on at the credit union. We do personal development plans for each employee, so if you aspire to do more, then your leadership will know that, and they will work with you to get where you want to go. We also do job shadowing. So maybe you're in a position that you think, oh, maybe I'd like to go work in accounting. We'll let you go sit with them and see what it's like, and maybe that's something that you really want to do, and maybe it's not, but at least you'll know before you get in there. And a big thing with the credit union is to promote from within. So that's how I've come up, that's how many of our leaders have come up, is they started at the bottom and they've been promoted from within. So the credit union really does recognize the talent that we have. Community involvement. So this is a big one, and this is kind of a new one for us this year. We've always been involved in the community, but we've kind of taken that a little bit deeper and added some different organizations to our list. So a big one that we recently spent the first quarter working on is the American Heart Association. We're also working to help cure juvenile diabetes as well as cancer. We're a big sponsor of Arkansas Children's Hospital. We do a lot of fundraisers for them, and when we're involved, since they're so close, we get the opportunity to go and visit there as well. We're also a sponsor at the State Fair and Riverfest. UALR basketball is also something that we're involved in, as well as Arkansas Travelers baseball. All right, so to recap a little bit, this is why you should work at Arkansas Federal Credit Union. We're making a positive difference in our community every day. We have competitive pay and great benefits. Lots of time off, including federal holidays, so extra days. We're closed on Saturday, so most banks are open on Saturday. So you get Saturday and Sunday, you can go do whatever you want with your family or friends. Tuition reimbursement, so I know you just graduated college, but maybe you want to get your master's. We offer tuition reimbursement, and there are many opportunities for advancement. So, what questions do we have?
I have a question.
Sure.
I'm interested in applying. Could you tell me what the interview process is like?
Absolutely. So you can apply online, and basically what happens during the interview process is we've gone to group interviews. So you'll come in with a group and you'll be interviewed with a panel of staff members, and based on that group interview they may make a selection to hire you, and then there will be some assessments that come after that, or you may get a second interview or maybe even a project that you have to complete. They've made the process very simple, very streamlined, just a handful of questions and then you're through.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Sure.
So when you first start, how much PTO do you get, and does that increase the longer that you've been here?
Yes, absolutely. So it starts out at 4.62 hours, and that's earned per pay period. So you earn it starting your first 2 weeks. We get paid bi-weekly. So you get 4.62 hours, and you can use that as you wish. The only difference with us is it's paid time off, so it's all one bucket. So if you're sick, the time comes out of that, or if you're going on vacation, all the time comes out of that. So, all right. Well, if there are no more questions, I'd just like to thank you for coming in, and I hope that you feel AFCU is a place to start your career as well. Thank you.